Good afternoon, everyone, and Happy New Year to all. I am calling to order the special meeting of the Glendale City Council for January 2nd, 2026. May we have roll call?
Councilmember Asadrian. Brotman.
Here.
Garpetian.
Here.
Kasakian.
Here.
And Mayor Najarian.
Here. May we have your report?
The agenda for the Friday, January 2nd, 2026 special public meeting of the City Council was posted on December 31st, 2025 on the bulletin board outside City Hall.
And the first item, please.
City Attorney regarding ratification of the proclamation of the Director of Emergency Services declaring a local emergency related to 2025 late December storms. A resolution ratifying the proclamation of Director of Emergency Services declaring a local emergency.
Mr. Galanian.
Good afternoon, Mr. Mayor, Member of City Council. Happy New Year. Thank you for agreeing to meet for this emergency special meeting this afternoon. Just to let you know that starting Christmas Eve, the eve of Christmas, we had, because of the atmospheric river situations, a series of them, extensive damage to several of our facilities, sidewalks, roads, debris basin. That included damage at the Western Electric Substation that resulted in outage to 7,000 residents. Thankfully, and I wanted to extend my appreciation to the crews and the engineers, electricians who came in that evening, Christmas Eve, worked around the clock to be able to bring the substation up to operation and reinstalled the equipment that were damaged, and the 7,000 residents were able to get their power back. Christmas Day, we had a water main break just on Maple, east of Central Avenue. That was a major damage. Again, folks from our water division of our GWP Water and Power department were out there in the rain. It took a few hours, but they were able to fix it, bring it up into operation. As well as we had water intrusion, first floor of our police department building that damaged some equipment, computers, and et cetera, that our facilities section of Public Works Department were able to fix and complete the repairs. The governor, on December 25th, I believe, issued a state of emergency, and hence I was asked by our city attorney to also sign the declaration of emergency, and today we'll be presenting the resolution for you to ratify so that we are able and qualified to apply for potentially federal and state funding as the time comes. Currently, we don't have an estimate of the damage, but it'll be upward of $2 to $3 million. Staff in Public Works and Parks, GWP, obviously our fire department, are working on putting together that cost estimate for submission. Chief Brooks is here if you have any questions, as well as obviously our city attorney who put together this resolution.
Do my colleagues have any questions? Mr. Carpecchia?
No, I don't.
Oh, thank you. I just want to say one thing. It is my New Year's resolution not to be on social media as much as I had been before, but before the new year chimed in, I was in social media. And I'm really dismayed at some of the residents. I understand there was a power outage Christmas Eve. Many were left without power, but the bitterness at some of these residents attempting to turn it back onto the city council, it's a failure of our policy, it's a failure of our infrastructure. It's totally false. I don't know if people are trying to manufacture campaign issues. This is an unforeseen occurrence that resulted in a fire, that resulted in crews being called back, our fire department as well, our GWP water, electric workers. on their Christmas Eve also, in tough situation, in the rain, with fire and electricity, very difficult situation, and they did their darndest to get that particular calamity resolved. So I do want to thank all of them, and, you know, everyone just, accidents happen. It's not always the fault of the mayor, let's say, usually, or anyone on council, or anyone for this type of thing. Kudos to Chief, your men and women who were involved in that, as well as all the other issues that you prepared for during this week of heavy rain, which may continue, I guess, in the next day or two. So I don't know if that's, I'm sure I'm speaking for my colleagues too. I mean, just everyone relax and let's
I got a lot of messages on social media from folks, and I think not just responding to those, but taking an opportunity to say thank you to all of our staff, from Glendale Water and Power to Fire to Public Works, to RPD, who was overseeing the streets because the lights were out, and it was dangerous driving conditions. There's a reason why we have a state of emergency, and times of emergency bring unfortunate events like this. So thank you, Mayor, and thank you to everyone.
And
I'll also just say that in light of the tragedy that happened in Switzerland at that bar where a number of people lost their lives in a fire, let a power outage and the inconvenience that comes with that be the most of our worries during a situation like the one we just went through. So I thank all of the staff, I thank all of the residents, everyone who exercised caution while driving on under pretty difficult conditions and took extra care to make sure they're safe and their neighbors are safe. So far, we've made it through the worst of it, but I'm sure there'll be other atmospheric river events or these superstorms, and hopefully we'll be prepared because we have very dedicated, good people on the job. Thank you.
thank you, colleagues.
Mayor, actually, if I can
yes.
just add one. I know part of that conversation was when the lights went out, the streets were so dark, it was difficult for people to actually drive, and our PD was having issues. I don't know if as you go through maybe lessons learned, looking at maybe Public Works when things like that happen in certain subsections, for there to be some sort of lights placed on the streets that can have some signage or whatnot that gives some light for individuals trying to go through lights that would have otherwise been there. But I know that I ran into some of our officers on the street, and they were saying it was a very scary thing just to watch because there was no light, but people were driving.
Okay, will someone make a motion?
I'll move the item.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Asadurian,
Yes.
Brotman,
Yes.
Garpetian,
Yes.
Kasakian,
Yes.
Mayor Najarian.
Yes. And what is our next item? Our next item is a closed session item, and we will be recessing. We don't need to return to adjourn. How do we do that?
Well, I'm actually going to ask you to report one item out related to that, so.
Okay, so
maybe-
we
yeah,
will be
yeah.
returning to report out. Okay, so will you please read item 2, the closed session item?
Closed session conference with legal counsel, anticipated litigation, significant exposure to litigation pursuant to subdivisions D2 and E2 of the Government Code Section 54956, one potential case.
And as the city attorney stated, he does anticipate that we will report out. Now,
And if I may, just for the record, the item of significant exposure is a threat of litigation made by the owners of the property at 236 North Central and 201 and 212 West California, known as the Sears site.
okay, and we have canceled our meeting for January 6th. So if everyone, all those who are ready to start the new year with a bang, that will have to wait. The next meeting will be when, Mr. Galania?
January 13th.
And that'll be a regular meeting?
Correct.
In chambers. Okay, and with that, we will recess to closed session.